Good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. I've just woken up. It is 8:30. I think I'm gonna go for a walk. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for a walk. It sounds nice out there. I can hear birds chirping, so I think that'll be a good start to the day. I really haven't spent a lot of time outside in the last few days, so gonna go for a wander. I was also I watched one of those videos last night of this girl I drank so much water every day for a week. And to be fair, she seemed so much better at the end of the week, which is so obvious. Like, we all know that we should drink more water, right? And we just never do. So I'm gonna make a conscious effort, at least for today, hopefully for like a week or so, to drink more water. She drank a gallon of water a day, which I don't know what the fuck a gallon is. America? The fuck is a gallon? Use litres like the rest of us. So I'll Google how many litres that is, and try and work that out. Maybe we'll drink lots of water today. I don't really have many drink bottles, so I'll just have to work out the best way to monitor that. So today we're gonna drink lots of water. I want to bake something. I feel like baking something that's just like ridiculous, that you would never bake. I don't know what yet. I have a couple of like silicone molds that I might play around with maybe. Yeah. Outside of that, what else? Oh, I was also gonna think about doing my kitchen drawers, like organizing my kitchen drawers today. As I said to you, I organized one when I moved in to the house. I brought some like organizational things for one drawer, and I just wanted to check that they worked, and they do. They're really good. And then the other two drawers are just mayhem, complete mayhem. So I would like to organize them. I've got the other little things to organize, so I feel like that would be a fun task. Probably not for you guys, but it will be for me. And then dinner, what are we gonna do? I still want to make this orange chicken. I have a couple of oranges in the fridge that I zested the other day for some baking, but I could use the juice from them, so I don't want them to go to waste completely. That's about it, guys. I don't know. We'll see what else happens with our day. Watch the update, of course. Yesterday was like 20 something cases. That was quite a lot. So we'll see what today's update was as well. All right, let's go get changed. I'm going to Google this water amount and probably start the day by just chugging a shit ton of water. It is now 9:30. I needed to let my headphones charge, so I sort of made my bed, got dressed, went and hung out the washing, just did some stuff around the house, and now I'm going to go for a walk. This bottle is 700 millilitres, and it turns out that 3 gallons is, it turns out that a gallon is 3.7 or 3.4. I think it's 3.4 litres. It's a lot of litres. So basically I need to drink like 4 of these a day. At the moment I would say I don't even drink 1 a day. So that's going to be quite the challenge. Let's start. It already feels like enough. How on earth am I going to drink 4 of these a day? Anyway, let's go for a walk. Wonderful, beautiful taking. 10 out of 10. Hey Nana, hi Grandbob. I can only imagine what Nana would make of this whole lockdown situation. Miss you guys. Look at those tararuas. Honestly, they're my favourite part of living in Wairarapa. They're gorgeous. This tagging though, dear God, why do people tag stuff? Just got home, it is 10:30. I kind of feel like scrambled eggs for breakfast, so I might go scramble some eggs, have that on some toast, then I'm going to have a shower and we will do some other fun stuff. Before I left, I decided that Snooky could have some mandatory outside time because she's basically staying inside. And when I came home, she was inside. So she can use the cat door. She's just preferring not to. What a little miss. What a pain in the bum. Last night I needed a reusable bag for something, and I have a bag full of reusable bags. And in that bag full of reusable bags was this amazing throwback. The old pink Supre bag, Supre, whatever the hell you called it. Amazing. What's even better than this though was the note, or this piece of paper that I found in it. All it says is, all SingStars with mics, GTA, which is obviously Grand Theft Auto, and then Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2. Isn't this the most beautiful early 2000s throwback? I didn't even play PlayStation very much, so I don't know why I have this, but it's hilarious. So this whole situation is very funny to me. Side note, I've finished my first bottle of water. I feel like my body is going to be very overwhelmed. Go fill her up again. I was gonna hop into the shower after I had my breakfast, but I chucked the telly on and there this documentary, I guess, or just short show came on about Lisa Adams, who is Valerie Adams' sister, who's competing at the Paralympic Games. And I'm so invested in it. I really feel like you don't hear so much about Lisa Adams, so I'm really enjoying watching about them, about her, and Valerie coaches her, which I think is amazing as well. I didn't actually realise she had cerebral palsy, which is why she's at the Paralympic Games. Just in general, them as a family as well, when you consider they've got Valerie Adams, Lisa Adams, and Stephen Adams. Wow, what a talented family. It's back on, so I'm gonna turn it off. But I have been drinking my water. This is the second bottle. We're halfway. Yay. While I've been watching this Lisa Adams thing, I've kind of been just tidying up the table, tidying up the kitchen. So now I think, because it's still going, and I guess the 1pm update's going to be soon, and I don't want to be not doing anything, I'm going to do these drawers, the organisation. So I'll go and show you. The top one is cutlery. This one here is the one that I've organised so far, and then I've got 2 more to do. I'll go and show you what they look like. And then we can have a before and after, which is one of my favourites. Also, just had one of Mum's mandarins from her tree, and they really are quite delicious. They're very sweet. So I've got lots more to eat, and lemons and limes to do things with, so that's very exciting. So my top cutlery drawer is built in, so that's all nice and organised. This is the one that I've kind of already organised. This has become a little bit messy, but I have these bamboo inserts. I've got a big one underneath and then a smaller one on top, so I can slide it like that to get to things. And then this is where things get chaotic. Oh dear God. And oh dear God. So yeah, we're gonna sort all of those out. So I've got all of these drawer inserts that I'm going to be using. I've got some different sizes because I don't really know how I wanted to split these out with the different utensils and stuff that I have. So yeah, just going to unwrap all of these and get going. Second bottle down, guys! Gonna go fill her up again. So all my drawer organisation is done. This is the top drawer, which I'd already pretty much done, to be fair, and I really haven't changed too much. I have all my knives in here, some utensils in there, so my spatula, my microplane, tongs, stuff like that. In this one here, I just have some like random piping tips, and there's like dumpling folders, which to be fair I never really use. And then this one's got scissors, can opener, peeler, all that sort of stuff. And then down in here, this like fun piping tip set, which I love. My only grater and my baby chopping board. Moving on to what is going to be the second drawer down. I have put some of my utensils. There are a few more of these that are in the wash at the moment, but I want them all to be relatively accessible. And then there's some more utensils here. There's little sieves, lemon juicer and stuff like that. Underneath here, I've basically put like a lot of my cake decorating and baking stuff. So fondant smoother, my offset spatulas, some cake combs, thermometers, fun stuff like that. And then on this side I have put my stick blender, and there's still some attachments that I need to chuck in there as well. Just at the back is an old can opener that doesn't really work. I should probably get rid of it, but we'll see. And then what will be the bottom drawer has basically got all baking stuff in it. This is all of my KitchenAid attachments. My baking spoons and baking cups. Under here is just like a little baby turntable and another fondant smoother. This back one here is all cookie cutters of varying shapes. And then this is just a random pile. I use these straws for dowels and cakes. These are all silicone bowl covers. I have got a bag full of paintbrushes I use for like food work. Under that is some piping bags, and then just a couple of silicone molds. Alright, all the drawers are back in. Top drawer, again, like super easy to move things if I need to get into different things. Oh, snooks. For this one I can just like pull these out. Super easy. Sorry, Nooks. And then the bottom one. Honestly, that makes me feel so much calmer. It's all the same stuff, but it's just so more organised. Alright, it is 2:30. That was not really how I was intending on having the order of my day. But I'm going to go have a shower. And then I was saying I want to make something like ridiculous. The old bar mould, when I was organising everything, I was like, I wonder if I should try and make something in the bar mould. And the first thing that came to my mind, and I don't even know why, is like to make my own pinky bars, you know, like chocolate, a caramel layer, and then some marshmallow. So I want to try that, I think. Again, just quite ridiculous. I feel like no one's at home making their own pinky bars, but that's what I'm kind of in the mood for. So once I get out of the shower, we'll get into that. Also, water update. This is the third bottle. I don't know, God, how do you see? What am I doing? There we go. You can see, almost there. And the weeing has started. I've weed so much in the last like hour. So hopefully that will subside over the next few days as my body gets used to why I'm drinking all this water all of a sudden. Third bottle of water down. Filling up for the last time. My Monstera has not given me a new leaf for what feels like forever now. It's been ages. But that there is starting to pull away, which means I am going to get some new growth. There is this like, that aerial root, which has got really big over the last couple of days. When it's a little bit longer, I'm going to put it into some water, because I've heard that putting them into water will help to like, I don't know, make another leaf grow quicker. This one has already produced 2 aerial roots, one there and one around here, and I've just fed them both back down into the pot. But from now on, the aerial roots that come out, I guess I'll just let them do what they want. Also, something's growing in this pot. I'd imagine it's just some sort of weed. But I saw this TikTok where a girl was like, don't get rid of the plants that grow in your plants, because what if it's a good plant? And you know what? She's not wrong. So let's see what this develops into. Hello. Trying to find camera angles in this tiny little kitchen is not great. That's okay. Hopefully this one's going to work. So I'm going to do homemade pinky bars. I'm going to start with the caramel. My thoughts behind this is I need the caramel. If I was to pour the caramel into these molds when I put the chocolate in, the caramel would be too hot and would melt the chocolate. So I think I need to set the caramel in a separate like tin first, then cut it into segments, put it into here. That's my thoughts. And then I'll like pipe marshmallow on top. So I'm going to start with the caramel so that it can cool and set in time. In time for what, Courtney? So I want to go for a caramel that's probably like a little bit more firmly set than what's in a traditional Pinky bar, but is still like chewy. I just realised I'm going to need some sort of tin. And with this caramel, I'm going to be moving like pretty quickly, so I need to make sure that everything is like prepped and ready to go first. So we'll start by lining my tin. Alright, that is the tin lined. I didn't want to put my hair up because I want it to dry, but I think while I'm doing this I'm going to. Alright, so I need 45 grams of butter to start with. Well, not to start with, that's what I'm going to measure out first. It will actually just start with sugar and water, but I want to make sure that I have everything ready when I need it. 60 grams. Far too much, Courtney. 42. That'll do. So into my pot I'm going to add 60 mils of water. And to that I'm going to add 185 grams of caster sugar. So I'm going to add 75 grams of the condensed milk to this mixture. I'm just going to give that a quick little mix together. And then I'm going to pop it on the heat until it starts to boil. Once it gets to that boiling point, I'm going to add in some golden syrup. You can see that this is starting to bubble now, so I'm going to add in my golden syrup. It's also 75 grams of the golden syrup that I'm going to add. I have microwaved the golden syrup just so that it's at a more liquidy consistency, making it a bit easier to get it out. Alright, so at this point I want to keep cooking this until it reaches 115 degrees Celsius. So I'm just going to go and grab out one of my thermometers. Will it sit like that? Let's hope so. Alright, so we're at 87, 91, 94, 96. It's going up rapidly. Once it hits 115, I'm going to add in the butter, and then we're going to cook it to 115 again. I'm just moving the syrup around so that we don't get any like catching on the bottom. You can see we're almost there. Alright, 115. I'm just going to take it off the heat and chuck in that butter. The butter is obviously going to bring the temperature down. So then I am going to cook it again until it reaches that 100 something mark. Once this reaches 115, I'm going to take it off the heat. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla essence and a little bit of flaky sea salt, just to obviously counter some of the sweetness that you get from a caramel. 114.5, 0.6, we're almost there, 0.7. Alright, so I'm going to take that off the heat now. I'm just going to add in a splash of vanilla. I don't want it to be hugely vanilla-y. And as I said, I'm going to go in with some flaky sea salt. I'm just going to do a pinch of that. Mix that through. I'm now wondering if I should not have done this in a springform pan, the one that I'm going to pour it into. Have I made a mistake there? I'm going to pop it into this tin instead. The reason for that is that I don't want all my caramel that I've just worked so hard on to go spilling all out the sides of a springform pan. Alright, I'm very happy with how that looks. Colour-wise is super nice. So basically I'm just going to let that chill out now. And then I should be able to cut it into sections that we'll put into the bar mould. Alright, I have just popped that caramel into the fridge so it can cool down. The next thing is to line this mould with chocolate, which is not a fun job really, quite frankly. I'm just going to use Whittaker's milk, chocolate, and I don't really know how many bars I want to make, to be fair. We'll see how many I can be bothered filling with chocolate, because it is such a painful task. I'm just going to break the chocolate up into pieces and chuck it into this little container, and then I'm going to microwave the chocolate, melt it down, and painstakingly put it into the moulds. So I'll go with half the block of chocolate. Alright, so I have melted the chocolate. Now you can watch me painstakingly fill the moulds. So I have done 8. It's so painstakingly slow. And these are probably going to need a second coat. I'm just going to chuck them in the fridge and let that harden, and then we'll have a look at them. After numerous complaints yesterday for missing outfit of the day, I bring you lockdown outfit of the day. Alright, I've just got these out of the fridge. I'll just get you like a little bit closer. Oh, maybe if I like hold it up to the light. There you go. So you can see all the patches that I need to quickly make on it. I think I've pretty much done the sides. That's what I was focusing on. So I'm just going to patch up those bottom bits, put that back in the fridge, and then we're going to start on the marshmallow. Alright, I am on to the final step of my pinky bar making. Now I'm going to make the marshmallow. So I'm going to start with sugar, of course. 120 grams of caster sugar. I'll still put the caster sugar away. To that I'm going to add 120 grams of glucose, which is going to help the marshmallow be a bit, which is going to help the marshmallow be of more of a pipeable consistency. There's so many different ways to make marshmallow, but because I am making this in like a bar mold, I do want to be able to pipe it, so glucose is going to help me. You can definitely make marshmallow without. This marshmallow is also going to have egg white in it. To be fair, I don't often make marshmallow with egg white. I usually just do gelatin, sugar and water. The last thing I'm going to add to this is 45 grams of water. And I'm going to put that on the heat, and I needed to get up to 127 degrees Celsius, so quite hot. While that is starting to heat, I'm going to take some gelatin and start dissolving that in some water. I don't really have any other little bowls, so I'll do it in this cup. Well, that's 9 grams, that's probably a little bit too much. Yeah, that'll do. Oh God. Oh, that was so lucky none of that spilled. Oh God. The next step is to whisk 1 egg white until it's stiff peaks. So I'm just going to separate this egg. I'm not going to whisk the egg white just yet. I'm going to wait until the sugar syrup is a lot closer to the right temperature, which it is nowhere near at the moment. Alright, so that's the caramel. You can see that it has set, so I am going to be able to chop it up. Alright, we have to step away quickly from the caramel because this sugar syrup is coming to temperature. Oh, ta-ta! I'm looking for 127. So we're definitely getting close now. And as soon as that hits, oh, okay, go. Alright, everything started happening quite rapidly, so you're just going to have to make do with the footage that I got. You can see I've now put the caramel, oh god, if only this would focus. You can see I've put the caramel down in the bottom of this now. My marshmallow pretty much looks like marshmallow. Just a few more steps to add to this one. A little bit of vanilla, so that it obviously has quite a nice flavour to it. So we're just going to zhuzh in some vanilla. I'll just turn the mixer down so you can hear me. And then I just need to add in some pink food colouring because it's not a pinky if it's not pink. Now I want to pipe this before it cools too much, otherwise it will not be pipeable anymore. Oh, so marshmallowy. Alright. So I'm just going to get as much of that marshmallow as I can into the piping bag. Oh, as you can imagine, marshmallow is quite sticky. Oh, it looks good though. I'm really happy with the consistency of it. Times like this I wish I had slightly bigger piping bags. Cut a hole about, I reckon, that big. Will fit in my mould okay. Alright, I'll just try and get you guys a bit closer. I'm just going to pipe marshmallow into each bar. Oh. This is so satisfying. Just like that, guys. Alright, they definitely don't look the most perfect, but I'm going to put some chocolate on top. Oh, that's the chocolate now. I'm going to cover them with chocolate and then chuck them in the fridge and we should be able to pop them out. Alright, so I'm just thinking if I go and drizzle the chocolate on the top. Obviously I'm aware marshmallow is very sticky. So I don't want to get the marshmallow on my spatula when I'm... Nice, that's what we're after. Alright, they're pretty much all covered now. Oh, I can see a little hole. They don't really have much chocolate left. So I'm just going to go and pop them in the fridge and then we should be able to demold them soon. Well, I hope you found the pinky making as exciting as I did. I actually quite enjoyed that, to be fair. I'm excited to see what they look like when they pop out of the little moulds. I've just spotted my water bottle in the background. That's how much water I have left for today. There's no way I thought I was going to be able to drink 4 of these, to be fair. But here we are. What's I going to say? Dinner. So obviously I said this morning I wanted to make orange chicken. I still want to make orange chicken, but I just realised that the slow cooked beef that Mum gave me, she gave me enough for 2 meals, so I've still got some. So I'm thinking tonight I'm gonna do some roast veggies and heat that up. So I've got some parsnips, some kumara, some potatoes, and then I'll probably cook up some carrots as well. Alright, I have grabbed the homemade pinky bars out of the fridge, and I'm going to attempt to pop them out. I'm a little bit worried that I've made the chocolate too thin. So yeah, I want to get onto this quickly while they're cold because it'll be easier to pop them out. I'm just going to flip you around so you can look at what I'm doing. So, to all intents and purposes, I should be able to peel these off and just pop them out like that. Oh my gosh. They worked. It's so fun. Alright, I'm going to pop the rest of them out. I'm so stoked. They look great. I don't want to eat one just yet, so I'm just going to pop them in the fridge, and we will crack into one after dinner. The other day I had a glass sitting on my bench in the kitchen and the wind just went crazy and blew it onto the ground and it just smashed everywhere. So I swept everything up and then I vacuumed because I always walk around in bare feet and I was like, I do not want to get glass in my feet. Anyway, thought I got it all, and this happened in the kitchen. I just went to sit down in the lounge and felt something quite sharp on my foot. Oh, that white thing there, that is a piece of glass. Look how pointy and sharp it is. And that just went directly into my heel. So that's fun. It's always fun when you live on your own as well, because you have no one else to deal with that. You have to do it yourself. So my heel is now bleeding, and I don't really know how you stick a plaster to your heel. So I'm just trying to walk around on my toes so that I don't get blood on the carpet. Alright, we've had a costume change. I am cozy and ready for the rest of the night. This is my last remaining water. We're gonna have it now. Done! There's a lot of water to drink throughout the day, to be fair. But that's good. We're going to do it again tomorrow. My veg are in the oven. They're starting to look like they're about ready. So I'm just going to heat up the meats. I'm going to put it with some veg. And that's about it, guys. We're going to curl up on the couch. We're going to watch some MasterChef. It's going to be a great time, you know? One last task for the evening, and that is to try our delicious homemade pinky bars. I'm saying they're delicious. They could taste like ass. I have no idea. I'm going to get one out of the fridge and I'm going to do a cross-section cut for you. It's going to be very MasterChef. I'll do that now. Alright, so here's one of the bars. Do that cross section for you. Please focus. There we go. Oh, kind of. You can see the layer of caramel, see the marshmallow, and the chocolate. I'm super stoked with those. Now I just got to give them a try. Alright, let's give it a try. I tell you what, it's pretty good. The marshmallow has such a good consistency. Whittaker's chocolate, 10 out of 10. And the caramel is like nice and chewy. And it's more of like a thick caramel than what you would get in a store-bought pinky. I'm super happy with that. I'm trying to eat it, and someone has decided that it's cuddle time. It is 11:30. I have just finished editing today's video. It is another long one. It's like 35 minutes. So if you're still here with us, fucking congratulations, team. Almighty paki paki to you. I don't really know what else to say. I'm going to go to bed. Why is my... I just genuinely feel like sometimes I want to cut all this off my head. I can hear Snooky being a cretin in that direction. So if she's being an asshole, I'll go film that and show you. Otherwise, this is it, team. This is it. Day 5. Done and dusted. We're going to go to sleep. We're going to wake up. It's going to be Monday. Fun. She is being a cretin. What are you doing? Why are you in there? Alright, well, as long as you come... Oh, okay, and she's gone. Wonderful.